July 31st is my B-Day bash, concert with my brothers, 1K buyout on the fucking bar.
Come get drunk.
I got a shout out to the guy that kept this video up. The 20-hour non-stop loop of "I'm So Fresh You Can Suck My Nuts," the loop by Soulja Boy. That's actually still out on YouTube.
That should probably got like millions of views.
What?
That's life. What's up with that?
Let's go.
In the background when I'm recording.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw myself off versus like if it's just live.
But also, you got to look after your voice. You know, whenever you know you're gonna fry, you got to be able to notice it like right then, and then change like your register pocket and placement in the mic. You know, I just don't have enough experience like sound checking myself with mics since you and I moved out of my own house. I used to have the whole band set up there the whole time.
Facts.
You know,
You really
mixing
did.
board.
You really fucking did.
Yeah.
That's where we recorded our first EP together as a band.
Yep.
Oh wow.
And like one Connor Gibbons song that's out, or probably not out anymore.
Which one?
Young from Down Bad.
Oh, I was talking about Civic Duty though.
I know, but
But yeah, I guess we did track the original one at your house. Yeah, you're right. Yep, right upstairs. Yeah, because I did that and like 2 other ones. And that old ass feature one from like 2018. That's crazy. That was when, 2020?
yeah,
Wow.
right when COVID hit, I think. Yeah,
That's crazy. Yeah, you're sure right.
If you don't mind me asking, what was the name of y'all first EP?
The Way.
The Way, yeah.
The Way?
Yep.
It's just the way. It's just the way that it hit.
And what, it was like a stop sign that said
No,
the way
no,
instead?
one way. One
Oh,
way that's
yeah,
bent.
it's a one way, yeah, and it's just
It's a
the
bent
way.
one
yeah,
way.
That's right.
That's tight.
And Civic Duty was the idea that me and Alec came up with on a road trip. We were visiting my family up in Wisconsin, and my uncle's like, "You gotta come up with a band name right now, something that sticks. Just look at car models, you know, just like name them out. Like, oh, Honda Civic, Civic Duty." Like we just spat that back and forth, me and him.
Then they called me and they were like, "This is the name." So, all right.
Yeah.
I was the drummer.
It's not a bad name.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like that.
It was jamming.
And that's the power of a 3-piece because you can have easy majority rules.
It was jamming.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it never makes the most sense. It's just like, yeah, why? Like, yeah,
Settle with
let's
it.
do it. Yeah.
Well, what's up with that, guys?
Yeah.
We're here once again, back at it to bring you an audio-visual broadcast. Here with my boy Nick Martin,
What's up, everybody?
my boy Connor Gibbons.
That's crazy.
Introduce yourself.
Name's Dillon Raney.
Y'all all
Guy's a
know.
legend.
Yeah, all returning guests.
Yeah, Dillon Raney's a legend. This guy's the Don.
Yes.
Never forget. But yeah, my name's Connor Gibbons. Alternative rock, hip hop artist. Yeah, we're here in the building with Nick
Yeah, man.
and Zimbus, man. What's up, Zimbus?
Good to meet you, man. Good
You
to
too,
see
bro.
you, man.
Nimbus, not Zimbus, right?
Nimbus, yeah. But you can just call me Nim, bro.
Nim?
All my homies call me Nim. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Cool.
yeah, it's
Easy.
just one
Can I
of
call you
those
Flying Nimbus?
things. Of course. That's
Yeah.
believe it or not.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Believe it or not. So like all streaming platforms is Flying Nimbus.
Okay.
You know,
I'm really surprised. I'm surprised that you got that too. You know.
the only reason why I was able to get it is because I spelled the NYMBUS instead of NI.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things that actually a homie from back home, high school days, put me on to. But yeah, Flying Nimbus on all streaming platforms, from production to rap and shit. But all my homies, just call me Nim.
Hey, I got a question though, just to kind of kick everything off. Where did everyone kind of start their musical journey at? What was like the first thing that kind of like you're like I want to do music? Because all of us kind of do like our own kind of like solo thing, you know, in our own right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Very true.
What kind of like Dylan? What made you start playing guitar? You know, Connor, why'd you pick up a mic? Nimbus, why'd you start producing songs? You know, what?
I'll just say right now, my music appreciation stems from my Uncle Dan actually making mixtapes for me. You know, all my favorite songs that heard on the radio or put in front of me, you know. And the first guitar lick that I just remember retaining the whole time was "Life Is a Highway" Rascal Flatts version.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Straight from the Cars soundtrack.
Pretty much.
Oh my.
And a couple songs from the Cars video game too, actually.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
Great hook.
That's a good one.
I guess as far as like my instrument journey with wanting to do like, or I guess play drums, realistically was Guitar Hero and Rock Band.
I forgot. Yeah, you played drums with first. Yeah.
And like that's just kind of like where it stemmed from. But then like I don't know, I started like looking up like different like artists and pop artists like Justin Bieber, like Ariana, etc. And I was like, damn, that should be so lit to just like, I don't know, change the world in a way of like a positive way. You know, people like to twist shit sometimes. But anyway, that's not the point. But yeah, and then I was like, bet I could do that, and start doing it. And I also kind of felt like to a degree, I'd never really had a voice in a lot of different situations in just life. So I wanted to do something that I felt like no one could take away from me.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I get that. But you, Nimbus?
Oh man, honestly, like, you ever, before you were making music, you heard songs and appreciated certain aspects of them, whether it be the bridge, whether it be the chorus. There was just certain parts where it was just like it stuck to your brain.
Yeah, sure.
Right? So naturally, for me, I heard certain things in periods of time where I was like for instance, just to give a plain example, I remember listening to Tame Impala for the first time, and it was from their Inner Speaker album. I think it's a song called Easy Come, Easy Go. And I heard a certain bridge of it. I was like, damn, that shit would be hard as fuck to loop and then put some shit behind it. You know what I mean? So when it came to production, I always listened to songs of that nature, whether it be rock, whether it be jazz, whether it be classical, whether it be hip hop, whatever. And would hear certain elements of it and say, if I could loop this and then put some shit behind it, whether it be like Jay Dilla style, whether it be like Nujabe style, whether it be like DJ Premier, certain people. I'm from New York, so that the mecca of sampling sound, like that illustrated so much more in my life. And then I would hear beats on Adult Swim in between episodes.
Adult Swim has some
Adult Swim
underrated.
bumps, bro?
Yeah, their bumpers are the best.
Adult
right?
Swim bumpers.
Yeah.
That made your whole watching experience like a fucking movie.
As soon as the commercial would end, it'd come back into the,
And the
just the
perfect-
black screen,
Yeah.
a little
And
bit
the
of
perfect-
text.
Adult Swim on the bottom of it, and then you have some dope ass beat for about 5 seconds.
And it's perfectly cut for every time the next track comes in.
Right,
You know,
right.
on the meter. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
So
That's actually crazy.
yeah.
Back with that.
Shout out to Toonami. Shout out to Toonami.
Shout outs to
Keep on.
Toonami.
Yeah, man,
Shout
we-
outs to Tom.
Love
Bro, what
Toonami.
part of New York you from?
So I was born in Brooklyn, raised in Harlem for a period of time, and then moved around the Midwest with my mom. But
Cool.
yeah, man, Harlem is basically like the first apartment building I remember as a kid being in.
And when you say Midwest, are you talking about like Midwest of the country or Midwest of like New York?
Country.
Okay, it's like
Yeah, so like my mom basically went from New York, Harlem, all the way down to Louisville, Kentucky. Because her parents stayed between Kentucky, Georgia, like Aiken, South Carolina. So we got family in a lot of the Midwest, you know what I
Okay,
mean?
cool.
But
Hell
when
yeah.
it comes to basically, long story short, mom moves away from dad and mom moves down here. I go with mom, you know. But yeah, we basically live from Louisville, Kentucky to Indiana to Illinois. So all along the Midwest,
Yeah,
the
literally.
middle
Nah,
America,
quite literally.
middle America, going up north, and I would go back and forth to New York, you know, as I got older. But
Yeah.
yeah,
No, that's
man.
okay. That's an experience for sure.
Oh, dude, I
Yeah.
could tell you a lot more about it, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it was one of those things where when it came to music and sound, and that's another thing that made me want to produce. If I'm sticking to the question, not to be long-winded, I'm sorry.
Nah,
You're good. You're good.
But you know, this is the first time we're all really getting to know each other, right? So like, imagine hearing the sound of the South in the early 2000s as a kid and then going up to New York. But you were born in the 90s. I was born in 92. So you were born in like the golden era of hip hop. And going
Kinda
back
everything.
and forth. Right,
Yeah.
right. And then going into the 2000s,
Nah, facts.
Timbaland was a
Damn,
god.
That's crazy.
Right? The South was the new mecca of sound, and then you had that back
Atlanta,
and
too.
forth. Exactly.
As far up as Atlanta.
Yeah, Texas, Atlanta. I mean, and then when you think about it, Pharrell, which is crazy. Pharrell and Timbaland are from the same city. So when you think about like Virginia and all that shit, everything coming out, the clips, everything all encompassed each other around that period of time. That's why I love our generation.
Yeah, I didn't know they were from the same town.
Yeah, yeah, same water. But all of that made me want to produce music, made me want to rap, put together songs, and inspired me to this day. You know,
Dude, the first like music, like real music thing I got involved with was the band in high school, and it was a joke, honestly, at first, and it was just like, yeah, let's start a band, you know, like fuck it, why not, you know, and then it kind of turned into like a real thing, and then like we started playing shows, and then it got kind of big, and people like came to our shows, and yeah, it all started out as a joke, basically.
what year was this?
2010. Yeah.
So I graduated
Is that what
high
like
school.
made you start playing guitar, or were you already playing?
I was already playing like bedroom musician type shit, you know, just not really progressing, just learning covers and shit, you know, and then but I didn't really like step out like as an artist and like trying like original stuff until I joined that band.
Okay, for sure.
You know what I mean? But yeah.
I guess that's kind of same with like my drumming. Like, yeah, I would have like my own little like fills, I guess.
Yeah.
But I didn't really start like curating and structuring songs until like me and him started playing together.
I mean, I didn't take music like seriously until my middle school talent show covering "Smoke on the Water." Just it by itself, no backing track.
That's dude, as a guitar player, that's so like cliche. You just smoke on the water.
If only there was footage of it. If only there was. I don't know if my mom posted it on her.
That's
Facebook,
hilarious.
but it was just so genuine. I had the gut.
Dun, dun,
The whole
dun,
solo,
dun,
the radio version of it too. No backing track.
Yeah.
Okay, but after I did that, I looked back at the footage and I'm like, I need to make actual music, you know, with people, you know.
That's really what kind of sparked it for me too. Is I would look back on the stuff or like listen back to stuff and be like, damn, I sound just like so and so, or like I can get to that point, you know. So I was like, fuck it, let's see where we can go with this, you know.
Want me to do it? Thank you.
But
Thank you.
Thank you for not flying.
No, thanks. That was a good cat. My bad.
Do you remember?
Said that.
Do any of you guys remember your first like freestyle, whether it be lyrically, musically, and you just like not just the first freestyle, but the first one that made you feel like, oh shit, I'm nice. Like I'm actually kind of nice. You know what I'm saying? Like
I think like what I was just saying is like when I would listen back to like recordings and I'd be like, okay, I kind of sound like so and so.
yeah,
You know, I think there's
Yeah.
probably moments like that.
you can emulate it
Yeah.
decently enough to be like, oh shit.
Yeah, or see where I could get to, you know.
Yeah.
I realized I had a groove of like A section, B section in a song whenever my dad's girlfriend's son asked me like, hey, you play guitar, right? Let's do a song about poker, because that was like one of the things we really related on. We played poker together a lot. And I'm going to make a song about poker on the spot. I just want you to hold a riff, and I want you to change it, you know, once you think the lyric has made its statement. And then I'm going to change it up. And he just explained a poker hand like in the song, and I just remember like doing it all by muscle. And then whenever he played it back, he said like, that was smooth. That's like an actual song. You know, and that was his first time ever actually doing it. He just wanted to, you know, kind of connect with me through it.
I never knew that. That's cool.
Dope.
Yeah.
It's like once you do it that first time, you're like, oh, I can do this. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't seem as hard.
Or mystical.
Yeah, it's missed. Yeah,
There's
right.
also the fact we
how do you
documented
do
it,
this?
you know.
Right.
And I would used to be like overcautious about documenting something and like being like weirded out by the sound of my own voice, you know. Even trying to like
feel
give
that.
giving like a voicemail, you know.
I fucking.
Oh
feel
my
that.
god!
Setting,
Yes.
setting up a voice.
When you heard your own voice for the first time. I didn't mean to clap in the mic, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you hear your first voice for the first time, it's like,
Nah, in fact, just like, ooh. It's like, damn, that's how I sound. It's like, fuck.
I do not speak.
But we gotta
authority
remember
with my
too, like the
voice.
microphones and shit like that weren't even that good. So who knows? Maybe it was distorted.
That's true. It was definitely
Who knows?
compressed.
Could be.
It was definitely compressed audio. We had SoundCloud quality audio on our phone.
That's too funny.
There has to be a noise gate for this chair, right? I'm not creaking.
We can edit it in post. It's all good, bro.
Dude, you don't know how many times I hear that chair, and I feel like I'm like the only one listening for it, or like I'm the only one that knows.
I've been doing it the
it.
whole time. I'm so
It's been a
sorry.
break. It's like,
I hear it every time when I'm editing shit. I'm like, God damn it.
this fucking
God damn it,
chair.
Dylan.
Yeah, it's all good, dude. Don't worry about it. Don't even trip.
At all.
We're just chilling, man.
That's what I enjoyed, man. Just between meeting you, off top, and then finally getting introduced to you, it was like we already kind of understood and knew each other based off conversation, but then the real introduction was made, and that made it even cooler because it was just like nothing, Even when I met Nick, just to bring it full circle, that was like a part of an interview, but then it became like oh shit, we both relate on so many levels. Let's do something, like collaborations, like you guys. Y'all came together because y'all obviously saw different levels of when you fuse together and then create something dope together, and it's organic, no thought put into it for real outside of what you are doing in your own right. It's a beautiful thing, and that's what's dope about What's Up With That to me. Personally, that's what this podcast is here. That's why we're here. It's to introduce the world really to each other, what we do, what we're doing, and what we thinking about in the moment in time, man. And I really enjoy it. This is definitely a freestyle podcast for all y'all wondering.
Off the cuff.
Off the top, we ain't got no type of list, no type of little topics. We just gonna hit it for a little bit of time, introduce each other, and really just keep it cool and have a conversation, man. But at the end of the day, I just want to say I'm proud and happy to finally meet you guys in person.
I appreciate that. It's vice versa too, though.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
I'm enjoying what I'm hearing so far from what y'all been producing, especially my boy. I'm glad y'all bringing him out.
Come on.
And really getting you know what I mean?
It's a trip though, because honestly, like
It's really only a matter of time.
well, that's thanks, but because I talked to Nimbus and I'm like, damn, I like want to get in band or like do something, and then it just kind of folded in working with y'all, and it's been dope ever since, honestly.
It was ever really since like when you had told me to pull up to the first like podcast when you first were starting.
Mm-hmm.
That's what really rekindled us, because I know we had met at that old show.
Yeah, briefly though.
Yeah,
it was
I mean,
brief.
still, like,
yeah,
face, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Face card was at least like shown. And then like after that, it was just the vibes were right, and so then I believe we pulled up to that band thing.
yeah, Greg's Fest.
Yeah.
That, but when I was playing drums, he was playing guitar. Yeah, but anyways, that's when I was like, yeah, bet we need to lock in with you more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, when we were jamming that one time, and,
Yeah.
and I felt like that's when me and you really clicked, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, this is it, yeah. And to me, like clicking with a guitar player, like to find another guitar player, it's hard, dude, because like I guess it's like with any other band, you have to like mingle with everybody,
Yeah, that like chemistry just has to be
Yeah,
there.
the chemistry has to be. That's what I'm trying to say.
And, like, just certain vibes just mesh with certain vibes.
Mhm.
Like, in particular to that day, I was like, because like we haven't really jammed yet, so I was like really like trying to like with
Feel
what
it
I had
out.
to work with.
Yeah.
I was like relying on him so heavy for the vibes. I was like, bro, shit, like
Dylan, you know
I'm
the
working with-
covers.
Yeah.
I'm working with some shit.
I understand.
But I really gotta say, my musical relationship with Nick as a guitar player, like it's so easy to jam with Nick because like he has great reaction to when I harmonize.
Yeah.
Like whenever I try to go like a different section of the neck, playing a more dancey role. Like it's just easier to freestyle and bounce off Nick in that aspect.
Yeah, no, that's what I've always liked. It's like the ease of like our it's just easy to play with you because our styles are really close to each other, and we
Right.
play like the same kind of music and like the same shit.
But it's also our dynamics can match,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But I gotta give you credit. You play far more accurately with a soft hand than I ever can, you know.
I prefer like a soft, like everyone always tells me like clean playing is like a forte for me rather than like the more aggressive stuff.
And I'm doing
fire.
I'm doing a more angular across kind of approach. But I see you lift your pick sometimes too, you know.
Yeah, no, I've definitely gone more like the technique route, trying to play
Yeah.
the past couple years rather than just form and chord structure, I guess. I've been trying to get technique down.
I'm just chasing my spontaneity as a guitar player. You know, I try to get myself to a point where I'm hungry to jam, and I jam. No matter what spot my guitars are at.
That's what always like when I'm at the studio with y'all too. It always trips me out is just how on the fly y'all do shit because y'all have been working together so long.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all can like read each other's mind musically. Like you know where he's going, you know where he's going, and it's just
And-
it's a trip to watch. Sometimes I'm like, damn.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I feel like we've gotten to such a point where it's like we don't even need to like. I mean, yeah, you got to see it, but like also like shout out to you too though, like, 'cause bro, you're fire in the studio. Like how y'all were just talking about y'all's two dynamics. Like you, I feel like bring a whole different element to like what's being created, and like you're on the fly just as much too.
I appreciate that because I feel like I'm the weak one in there.
Nah, man. Like, I feel like not in like a more in like a boosting way to like the people who are. I feel like you deserve to be in that room. Like, you know what I mean?
Appreciate that. I
Like,
appreciate that a lot.
in the
That means
most
a lot.
not like egotistical sounding way, but like
Yeah.
like from my end at least. But you deserve to be in like my room. Like, you know what I mean?
I really appreciate that.
Yeah, like you know. But I don't. Like I said, I'm not trying saying that in like.
No, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
And listen, just to back up what he's saying, from what I've heard and experienced with Nick Martin, bro, you are one of the most talented people.
See, I'm so.
And
I'm
don't cut me off.
I'm so bad.
Let
at
me don't cut me
compliments.
off. It's okay. That's fine. Your superpowers are yourself. But from what I've witnessed, it is special. It's unique. It's different, and it's fucking talent. And I hate when I meet people when their talent isn't expressed to the dynamic that I could see it because
Yeah,
they got
facts.
it.
Yeah.
They got it, and they're not even fucking boisterous about it. It's
I
just
feel
like,
you.
whatever. Like, yeah,
That's what
I'm
makes
cold
it
as
so
fuck.
good.
I'm
Yeah,
cold as
God.
fuck with these strings, but you know what I'm saying? That's just some light shit. But me personally, bro, like, and I understand where they're coming from because I've seen it. You're dope as fuck. There's a reason why you have what you have. You do
Appreciate
what
it.
you do, and you might not push it like that, but we're prime examples.
But it's just as equally the same though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Thanks, Dave.
yeah. It goes
You
both
raw as
ways.
fuck.
Like, 100% both ways is like how I just said that you deserve to be in my room. Like, I deserve to be in your room. Like, you know, it's like
Word.
it's 100% mutual like type of.
I appreciate that, guys. I really do. Because, like, honestly, like, y'all are the only people that really, like, push me to do music. It's just kind of y'all three, really.
Oh,
like,
that's
like,
crazy.
like, to, like, me, like, progress music.
Yeah.
I appreciate all of y'all for that, honestly.
Hey, but you do the same to us though too.
Same.
Cause like I'm like, bro, when you come up with shit, I'm like, damn, like, I gotta come harder in some way too.
That's how I feel. When I see you sitting there just, like, freestyling your verses, I'm like, God damn, like, this is insane.
Bro, it's crazy. Got me feeling slow as fuck. But in reality, it's
That's how I feel. I feel like I'm like, lagging a little bit.
yeah. I always feel like that. But it's
Yeah.
like the reality is like, bro, we just made a whole entire like song in like 4 hours, like with like structure, layers,
Yeah.
like, like bro, that takes people sometimes like months.
Oh, dude. yeah.
Years.
If
Yeah, years
honestly,
sometimes.
if I do it solo,
It's not that it's mixed, but like
yeah,
you always
yeah,
add other
I get
elements, but like it's just
the
the
demo.
even the demo of how physically like full that shit sounds.
Yeah.
The demo is like ridiculous.
You would think it's a master track.
yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
True story.
Shout out Jay and Dustin.
Hell yeah. They'll be in here soon.
Yeah, man. You know, it's one of those things with music, and I wanted to ask you guys this because we and him talked about it briefly last time we kicked it. It's this year's 2024,
Can I get
right?
one more Corona, if y'all don't mind.
We're going from 2024 to 2025.
Right.
And,
Fast.
And very fast. We're probably already there, in my opinion. But what do you guys think the sound of this era of music is? We've had the 70s, we've had the 80s, we've had the 90s, we had the 2000s, right? Early 2000s, that was a thing, especially.
Early 2000s.
Early 2000s.
To split that from the other
Yeah,
side.
early 2000s up to like, I'd say 2010.
Okay, so now it's gonna.
I'm
be
really
15.
speaking to 2000 to like 05.
So you're saying
But-
what's gonna be the next jump of a
No,
song?
where we are right now,
I feel like
currently, because sound, in my opinion, it grabs from every fucking genre, every year, every little era. Like, there was a song that was supposed to be hot that just sampled Sean Paul. I remember having a Sean Paul CD and an album that had Temperature on it and all that other shit. So
I got the right.
Yeah.
Crazy. I
Yeah.
didn't know who that was, but I knew like. the
yeah,
song.
yeah, bro. Temperature.
Sean
I wanna be giving you on. I
I thought
got
it was the same song.
did
I was
you
like,
funny
new
song?
song? Like-
Oh, yeah. There was a new
yeah.
song that sampled a very small portion of it, but I say all that to say, like, what the fuck do we classify this era as, and if we can? 'Cause I was talking to him about it, and we were like, shit.
I feel like we classify it as like experimental almost, because like we're
That's
at
a
like
great way to put it.
we're at the type of like sound right now where like if you were to bring back an older sound, like then it's like you're corny or you sold out. MGK is a great example, bro. He did a Blink 182 album basically, and it blew up because it was a fresh sound to a lot of like kids, not to like our age, but like even just like high school to middle school. And so
And that sounds nostalgic.
yeah, exactly. And so then motherfuckers like, oh, da about it, right? But beside the point, but still to the point, is like, I feel like there's so many different arrays of sounds being like cross blended into each other at this point that like soon it's gonna be kind of hard to distinguish like what is an exact genre. Because like even for example, like country music has like 808s in it now,
Yes.
and like that's like almost forbidden to a degree in that like type of realm of music.
Right.
I'm not familiar with it, but from my understanding,
They don't
808s, yeah, like
Yeah.
it's not that it's hate or a beef or nothing, but it's just like, you know,
The structure and the
Yeah,
formula,
yeah, exactly.
the ingredients of
Yeah,
country
yeah.
music
Yeah.
have
It was
never
never there.
incorporated that spice or
so now it's
seasoning.
like,
Never.
you call that country hip hop or like what do you like?
I think you're right though,
so
man. Like
soon,
the artist of the future isn't gonna be just a one genre thing.
not at the moment at least.
No.
It's gonna be at least another 10 years, I think.
Right.
Then people are gonna be like, oh, I'm tired of experimenting, and then like,
I think music has become progressive, actually. Like the song content is being accepted by like a massive whole artist fan base, actually. You know, of any topic, you know, of any angle. I feel like in the early 2000s, a lot of our bands, fan bases would judge them like, oh, I like your old generation better. I like the old Green Day better, or whatever. But these days, people are just accepting, like more of the artists,
yeah, like the growth of them.
and also with how much the artists are talking with their fan base, the fans are trying to make sure that they're getting compensated, appropriately. They're actually looking into the business and like how they're actually getting their money, so they know to sell out their tickets, get merch from these specific people. Like I feel like that's kind of how now multiple genres of music are being accepted. Artists are able to get their fans into different like cross blends of sounds, pretty much.
1,000%.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
I would call.
I definitely think it's going to be just the multi-genre artist for a while. Yeah. I mean, look, MGK just put out that fucking Zach Bryan cover the other day. Like, you got him covering country artists now. So it's just so like mixed and mesh together.
Yeah,
now.
it's like more okay to like.
Yeah, it's accepted, like you said.
Another style. Yeah, exactly. It's okay to like another style of music.
Mhm.
Just because you're like this artist doesn't mean you can't. Listen
I remember
to,
growing up, it was like
R&B or like.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's like.
That's how it was growing up. It was just like, oh, you only listen to rock or rap or whatever. Now everybody listens to everything now.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Good. I think
It's
so.
like you said, progressive.
I remember when Jay-Z linked up with Linkin Park.
Oh, yeah, that was huge.
One of the best albums ever.
And that was like a crazy thing in hip hop because it really wasn't done like that. But besides, like, I would say Run DMC.
Oh yeah, with like Aerosmith.
Yeah, you know, there was really that much fusion in hip hop, but now, and I know it's a dated conversation in terms of blending of, you know, different eras of music, but at the same time, it just makes me think about it in terms of like, I remember there was a SoundCloud era.
Fact.
SoundCloud is gone in 2025. It's still there, but like that era of sound and motherfuckers popping at that period of time. Like I think about producers I followed on SoundCloud that I don't even know where the fuck they are now, but they were fire and they're still on my playlist. I saved them.
You think about producers like Scott Storch. Where the fuck that guy go?
I mean, he still does interviews here.
Everything was like,
but in terms of music,
he produced everything like back in 05. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
of course.
I don't know,
Some of Dr. Dre's and Snoop Dogg's biggest joints. Like,
get that money and leave, you know?
I mean, but you're going far back. I'm thinking about just in 2010, 2012, 20. Like, there were so many producers, bro. And it also makes me think about Kenny Beats. Yeah. Kenny Beats had The Cave. Rest in peace, The Cave, which is crazy to say in this period of time. We're in 2024. And The Cave introduced a lot of different underground artists that were also in that kind of SoundCloud era of just creating on the fly, producing on the fly, putting it out there. And then
when you stopped doing The Cave?
The Cave stopped like a couple months ago.
Oh, damn. Yeah,
he put out an official statement like a couple months ago saying that The Cave is no longer. And that was crazy because I loved watching that shit on YouTube. You know?
He's going to come back out of nowhere with someone like crazy, like a Kendrick or some shit.
Right.
Or just produce another deal with somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because I really want to see that continue, bro. Like, that was really...
That was a cool, like...
What?
Didn't Tizo do one?
Tizo.
Yeah.
Slump God. Fucking a lot of people, really. And Yachty, you fucking...
Oh, yeah, Yachty did one? Yeah.
Yeah, Yachty's episode was a mess, but there was a lot of other episodes that were fire. And, I mean, just the introduction of different artists, different creatives, and how we really just chop it up. Like, there aren't that many resources out there that are available to the public to where we can just view it, you know?
Would you consider Guitar Emoji close to that era?
Wait, what was your question?
SoundCloud.
To a degree, I guess, but I don't know.
That's probably the only artist I, just remember, like...
That's why I listened to him a lot, like, because he had that, like, really nice, like...
Epitone of Sadness, yeah. That was the only record that I ever...
Shout out him and Dustin for that. Y'all killed that project.
Let me ask y'all this. I just thought of this the other day. Like, so... A lot of artists, or I'm not going to say a lot, a couple artists out there playing songs over and over, back to back, live. How do y'all feel about that?
Pet peeve. Actually a pet peeve, but I do understand if the sound is awful and the fans demand it. That's the only time.
There's a difference in redoing a song and just playing it back to back.
I hate that.
Oh, you mean like the same song over and over and
over?
Was it asked for by the crowd or not asked for by the crowd?
I don't know. That's a good question.
That's a very... There's a very important part of that.
if they're sitting there like encore,
but
like,
it also could have been a pretty like requisited thing before that of him saying something or the artist of some sort saying like, "Yo, we're about to film a video, so
see that's different too.
That's fine.
Run
That's
this
totally
6
fine.
times so
Because
we
we need
get
to
the words and we need to scream this up.
Yeah, because we need all the footage.
Yeah, we need the right audience cues, singing, to.
I don't know. There's a lot of variables.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
But
so I'm gonna stay in the gray area on this one.
I think like so Limp Bizkit. but hear me, like Limp Bizkit, they'll open with break stuff and then they close with break stuff because that's like their biggest song, right?
As long as it's not
That's
back to
cool to
back.
me. I think that's dope because you're
That's fine.
close.
Yeah, that's not even necessarily back to back.
Yeah, but when you
right.
sit there 6 times in a
Makes
row,
sense to
back
do
to
that.
back, doesn't it? You know?
But
It's like people showing up late, like
Yeah.
you probably missed the song. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Open hard, close hard.
I would say there's a limit. There's a reason why it's an encore. It's not an encore times 2, times 3, times 4, times 5.
But sometimes
Now,
sometimes people do an encore, like a 3-song encore.
No,
I don't know, like for example, like I got asked to play a song twice before, which
Yeah.
was crazy.
That's fire though.
Yeah.
Which was crazy.
That's an
so, like,
encore.
no, like
Wait, you
not even
mean after the
like,
encore, you
literally,
got
like so me and Bari, we like and him, we were at this hemp convention.
Okay.
We performed
Around, I think.
Yeah, Around.
I think around.
we
Yeah.
performed Around off of my Scared to Love EP, and literally right after it ended, dude was like, "Y'all need to play that again right now."
That's dope.
And I was like, "For real?" And then everyone was like, all in unison, like, "Yeah." And so it was like, "All right."
See, in
So
that
it
that
could be,
situation,
like-
yeah.
That's fire.
That's why I'm like, there's
organic.
variables.
Mhm.
That's why I'm like, I
organic.
don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, if you get asked
That's
to,
cool.
I guess that's cool. It's just if I went to a concert and someone just played fucking Fiend 16 times in a row,
I mean, 16's a bit excessive. Like,
I
if you're
mean-
gonna do that, you know.
I'm just saying. I'm exaggerating, but
no.
Listen,
Fiend, Fiend. Yeah, I'm like,
The reality is, the whole time that crowd gonna be dumb lit.
okay,
Probably.
okay.
You're gonna be like, "Oh my god!"
But let's be real. Not only as consumers, we're not talking as artists. As consumers, how many times have you repeated a song you were listening to, whether it was by yourself or whether
I was about to.
Yeah.
all the time.
By
How many
myself, yeah.
times? No, not
Yeah,
not
sometimes I'll
not
have that
period.
shit just-
Not as a life. Just in one session.
In one sitting.
Yeah, in one sitting, you're driving, you're
Okay.
going around.
Maybe
how many?
6.
6
I mean,
times.
Maybe
sometimes I'll go a
6.
whole work shift, but I'll forget.
Whole work
background
shift.
music. Like high key.
All right, I
It
gotta.
just become background music too, and it's just like a
Yeah.
vibe. I'm like,
8 hours later.
That goes perfectly with this.
I'm like, reading this up.
I got a shout out to the guy that kept this video up. The 20-hour nonstop loop of "I'm So Fresh You Can Suck My Nuts," the loop by Soulja Boy. That's actually still out on YouTube.
That should probably got like millions of views.
What?
And we played that on nonstop. Me and my friend Connor Ryder scored playing Smash Brothers, learning how to play. And he would just drill me and have that. And he would just drill me on. He'll just drill me on playing
Yo,
Smash Brothers.
there was so many Ayos in that sentence, but I ain't even gonna go there.
Pause.
Oh my god. So y'all just played that back to back?
That was the one song that was the one song that I just tuned out.
He said while getting drilled. This
And when I played the Smash Brothers weekly tournament there, I got knocked out the first fucking round, so it was a waste of time.
Oh my god.
Also, it smelled like shit in there.
I think I'll probably listen to a song like 5 or 6 times in a row, maybe, and then I'll probably go to something else.
I respect it. I respect it.
But then you're gonna go right back to it. You're gonna be like, damn, these other songs ain't hitting.
No, you're right. You're right.
Nah, there's certain joints though, like it
Get moved for the day.
yeah, it's like you gonna revisit it in a few hours. Like, damn, that shit was rocking at
Right.
9 a.m.
I was really productive
It's 3
listening to that.
p.m. Like, let me get back up to that BPM. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
Like, it's really one of those things, man. And
How long does that new song high last though for you?
It depends.
depends.
2 weeks.
That's fair.
I'm gonna declare
I like
it.
that.
2 weeks.
It really
I'm gonna
depends.
declare it.
I mean, I'm like repeat, only like a day or two.
Yeah, right.
But like, still in like, I need to hear this at least once a day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It just depends. Maybe like a month.
I could see that.
If
Yeah.
like mixed with the other songs that you're like,
Yeah,
I need
yeah.
to hear this.
Yeah, a month. 2 weeks to a month, probably. A month longest.
That made me think of a question. Do you guys live with albums anymore?
I was literally just about to say I would pick one song from an album and just focus on like learning that. And as soon as I get bored of that, I pick another one from the same album until I jump ship.
I did that with American Idiot.
Right now, I'm doing it with Mammoth, WVH 1 and 2, Wolfgang Van Halen's
Hell yeah, dude.
career. Yeah.
Right.
I'm trying to learn his songs, and I was intimidated by his dad. I so was, but his music is so much more inviting, and I'm so proud that he put his music out.
Yeah, no, I hope he keeps doing that.
Yeah.
Same.
What's the last album you lived with, Connor? Like recently, like new albums, not old shit. new albums that you find yourself going back to consistently?
Oh, I can tell you.
Damn.
I'm gonna ask everybody else in the room, but
Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look.
it's all good. I'll be honest. Hey, look at you. You already going in your shit
I already
too.
know what it is. I'll tell you right now what it is.
Bro, because I feel like we're all musicians and creatives in our own right, so we understand how the effect and rapid rate of music dropping. Like I find myself going online, usually music platforms.
I'll be forgetting about shit that dropped. Like
Me too,
going back, like, damn, this is good.
bro. Home Shake. I just found out Home Shake dropped an album, and I was showing my buddies singles from it, and I found out today the whole album was out. I sent him a fucking picture, like a screenshot of the album, like, Home Shake just dropped. He was like, bro, you sent me the singles from the shit. Like, it dropped a while ago. And I was like, damn, like, I didn't even know. I just was hyped off the singles. So I'm big in the Home Shake. This is a dope ass producer.
Yeah, I guess for me, and one that I frequently go back to would be Future and Juice WRLD, World on Drugs.
Wow.
That's a great one.
I remember that. I remember when it dropped.
That should make me feel good. Just in that bitch. Feeling grand.
The newest one that's been like repeat is just Genre Sad Boy, MGK and Trippie Redd.
Okay.
That shit is pretty hard.
Yeah, I've been listening to that one a lot lately. As far as like album, like obviously there's the singles that come in from everybody else, but album specifically that
Right. That you can go back to, start from the first
Yeah.
song and then just let it rock.
That's very important that, songs have to be sequenced for that. For album to really be a great album.
Oh yeah, track sequence is a must.
BPM, of course, and keys.
Yeah. It's just as important as the set list.
Yes.
I feel like it's very underlooked and unappreciated as much nowadays that
Oh yeah.
people would just be throwing the vibes.
They
Yeah.
just throw them on there.
People focus on the singles, and then whatever the B-side is the B-side.
Rather than curating that whole experience.
From top to bottom.
Yeah.
Me personally, bro, I feel like you're one of those artists that is focusing more on that structure. Like, just off of what I've heard, I can tell I can't wait for your full body of work,
Thanks, man.
And I don't want to talk too much about it. I want to.
That's great.
I just, me personally, because I feel like that's for you to do. But just from what I've heard, I'm like, damn, this sounds like a part of a story that I can't wait to hear the beginning, the middle, and the end of. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely have a story already kind of put together for 5 of them, and it's gonna be like an EP/short film, and it's gonna be called "Love Me Now, Not Later."
Okay.
I'm not gonna go into too depth of it at the moment, but I could play you the 5 songs later.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's gonna be a really cool when I can get it proper and correct.
That's what I've always appreciated about Connor's music. It's so well thought out. You know what I mean? Like he really takes his time with it, and there's a concept behind everything.
That's good.
It's a real trip of being in the room for a lot of the conversations, in every era of you being an artist, I think.
But you have been in almost every majority of rooms. You and Bari, and Jay, and Dante.
Planning out projects
Yeah.
specifically.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. I'll have to show you that. And then really also, I'm also working on it's how we're talking about a side A, B, or whatever. That one's gonna be called Only Human, to where the direction of that is gonna kind of it's gonna flow, but it's gonna be kind of jumping vibes, but that's intentional.
Of course.
But the lyric content is
Match.
it's gonna match, and that's what I was gonna say about albums. Not just BPM and song key, but I feel like since the late 2010s, there have been less lyrical content that speak enough of a story in albums.
I agree with you.
Since then,
I know I keep saying
Black
this.
Parade. Black Parade was the last one, I think.
Dude,
as a concept
fuck yeah.
record. I think. Unless there's like King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard, they have so many albums. I don't know if they have one that's a storytelling one.
Black Parade was the last big rock opera thing that came out with a
Concept,
huge story behind it, from beginning to end.
Yeah.
I love that. I wish more. God, I wish My Chemical Romance was still around. I'd be going to their concerts.
I was gonna ask
love
you,
that
They're
band.
touring, I
do
think.
y'all think that is a seriously thing that people need to approach more in terms of creation of music now? Like, like, cause give me.
What do you mean, like
we were just
lyricism?
no, fuck
saying?
lyricism. A full story, like.
Man,
like,
so music is so like situational. I don't think you need to.
And I get it, because
guess-
there's certain artists, they're there for the single versus there for their longevitous career and their story and their
True.
background. We're not as invested in artists as we used to be 10 years ago.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, it's like, all right, this sounds cool for the moment. This is dope. We hang on to it until the next thing comes. But that makes people more single driven than it does more like, all right, this is my story. This is my background. This is my life. And it might relate to your life. And that's where, like, in my opinion, superstars were created versus just
Yeah,
time of the moment people.
longevity.
Right.
I feel like that's the unfortunacy though of like what the industry is now because it's all number driven and like who's bringing in the most money, and it's not
Commercially.
that like these people aren't talented because they are, like a good majority of them. Some aren't, but like a great majority of them are. So like that's the thing. Yeah, it's just very money driven. It's not as much of like a genuine vibe. Not that there probably ever was a genuine vibe in the industry from just like previous history of different stories we've heard
Right.
growing up from industry, like entertainment industry as a whole. But I don't know. That's kind of what I think.
No, you're real.
Music is experimental, but piecing together an album and the whole theme of album is becoming less experimental, I think.
Yeah, you nailed it. There's not a lot of I don't know. You can go any way with it. Though. I'm so torn on it, like,
bro. But
I
just
know.
think about the last album you heard from beginning to end.
Yeah,
Whether it was rap, hip hop, fucking rock and roll, classical jazz, whatever you listen to, that from beginning to end was like a full story. Even skits. Think about it. Skits. Certain people use skits as like a
Blink-182 and Dude Ranch, they had their skits in there.
right. So it's
I
like
mean, X was really good at that.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
fucking incredible at that.
yeah.
I almost feel like interludes are like necessary.
I love interludes.
I do. Yeah, I do too. I feel
Even within a song.
like, yeah, at any point.
Yeah, I think it's fire. Like, but I really miss that era. I'm saying all that.
It's
to
just
say,
it's just another door, like, or window into the artist. To kind of see what other kind of creative thing they can do. Like, M was real big on that. He had the skits, like Guilty Conscience.
Yeah.
He's going there robbing the store and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That type shit.
That's true, man. That's true. But
Music videos also kind of encourage that, actually.
that's
For you to have interludes and change up in a video, or other way around. If you just add something to a music video and then you just add that to the record. If you do it ahead of time.
no, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, man. I wanna really just highlight the people that are pushing that aspect of creativity in music. Like certain artists out there, in my opinion, are still trying to do it, even if they're on the lower level of mainstream or just independent, bro. Like, I would highly suggest that y'all continue to push the creativity and that aspect of your music, because it's important, and I don't want to lose sight of it because everybody's focused on numbers, focused on what sounds good for 10 seconds, 15 seconds on a fucking TikTok or a reel. Like, put real thought and aspect into your music, because that's really what the whole catalyst of music was around. And I don't want to forget that shit just because we're in that era. I know I might sound like the old dude in the room. I'm 32. And I remember when motherfuckers really put thought into music. But I'm just saying, bro, like, I really don't want to lose that aspect, And y'all are all creatives in this room, so I know y'all get it.
I think keep that for like a root, but sometimes you gotta water it down and like make it sound a little less as like complex, just for the simplicity of like a consumer nowadays.
Of course.
But then
have to,
after you
right?
do that, that's when you come out with the complex rooted shit, because you already have like
That sophomore
a name.
album.
Yeah.
True story.
Well, people can also tell whenever it's a
At least that's what I
sporadic
think.
song,
I don't
you
know
know.
if it's right.
No, I agree with you.
Like, yeah.
Because you always got to think about the consumer of today. Look at it like this. You have a product and you're putting it in Kroger or Walmart. The person that is shopping in Kroger or Walmart is the same person that's going on YouTube and Spotify.
If not hearing it at the store.
Exactly. So naturally, you want to make sure that that product suits that situation in the time period that they're in that situation. Whether they're there or they're driving there or they're going somewhere else. In the time period of 2024, which is what he's talking about, you always got to make sure that you kind of give that consumer a little bit of something. You know what I mean?
A single.
Yeah,
You're going to play the game if you want to be a part of the game.
I think it's a singles game.
Nowadays, it's 100% singles game. If you put an album out now, you better tour it.
Yeah.
I mean, or else people are going to listen to just the singles.
Yeah.
True story.
Which I guess is what's good about what we did. We did do that. Dropped the album and toured that.
I mean, that's just what everybody does now. If you're you're just promoting it. That's all you're doing. You're just promoting it to the masses at that point. And you don't make money off streams anymore. It's all off of touring and merch and
They never
shit
made
like
money.
that. The side quests.
Yeah, no, literally. And really, it's the merch. Because, like, end of the day, like, let's say you get paid 10 bands for a show. Like, even for my shoes, I get paid 10 bands. I'm splitting that between you, him, Ethan, Jack. That's already a cost.
Right.
Not that it's a problem, because I want to eat with y'all. But it's just like
No,
you said,
that's
it's
just the
merch.
cost,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's just the cost of, like, doing it. So, like, not including gas, how we get there, transportation, whatever else, that food, other accommodations.
Production.
Like,
Yeah.
place to stay probably, like, So all that gets eaten quick. So, yeah, you're just 100% right. It's definitely, like, the merch. CD, physicals, and, like, shit like that.
I still need to hit you up about what's up with that merch, man. We were just talking about that earlier.
For sure.
Yeah. We got some design ideas we want to throw out.
Let's see them. Absolutely.
Do you guys got anything coming up that you would want to promote for the audience currently?
So I don't have exact dates to, like, absolutely anything because I'm horrible at that. But I will be dropping some new music very soon, like some singles, eventually leading to a project. But in the meantime, I'm just in my crafting era and getting the right things to wield to the world to come swinging full force with.
Playing some shows here and there in the middle.
Yeah. So we got, like, TJ. Shout out TJ. That's my fucking dude. He films, like, my life basically. He's turning I think 24, 25 now. Bro's getting old, man.
Young buck.
Yeah, no, for real, he is young as hell. But yeah, that's my dude. We're playing his birthday. That's gonna be live as fuck. That's July 31st.
How did he swing that, dude? Is that just like with his connections up there?
Yeah, that
so
and, like, basically. all
He just pulled
connections.
everyone that he knows to play the show, and I mean, he's just doing it all himself, basically. Or?
Yeah, pretty much him and D Money.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, bro, it's sick. I'm like, bet. So yeah, y'all gotta pop out to that for sure. The world need to pop out to that. I don't know what the cap is, but we should cap it out. Fuck it. And 21 for 21 plus, there's a bar buyout. So, like, basically open bar up to $1,000. So
Oh, word.
yeah, so it's like,
To 1,000.
come get some drink, $20 tickets. How can you beat that for $20 an open bar?
Y'all pop out.
You know what I mean? $20.
Let them know the date. Let them
July
know
31st. July
Alright.
31st. Yep.
You heard? So you heard it from this here first. You know what I mean?
I'm looking forward to that one. It'll be fun.
It is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Halton Theater has always been a great experience.
We may have another
Oh
opportunity.
yeah, y'all played there before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's familiar.
This time it's gonna be the small one.
I know, but I really appreciate, like, the fact that, whoever's putting on the shows, to just have our experience on the big stage, whether it was guitar, live mic, backing track, but then we try to do a band with backing tracks, And now we're just a band raw dogging and a few raw dogging no tracks, but just a few songs and tracks and stuff.
Facts.
On that big stage. And honestly, like that just gave me like so much more confidence over this process of building the Connor Gibbons band.
Nice.
Like, every time I went there, I would try to recall the previous times and think like, what to keep mind of it, in the venue, and it would just be a positive memory every time.
Yeah, bro, and shout out to you for like sticking through every scenario we've been through, bro. That's just live. Like we've been through so much shit.
It really is like a dope thing, man. That y'all are this deep into it, still doing it together.
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier, like literally last night. It was like, what we said, it was like 12, almost 14, or 12 to 14 years.
14,
like
let's just say 14.
I think
Freshman
you hear it
year.
in the music too.
Yeah.
You really
Crazy.
do.
14 years of creating.
Together.
Oh, wow.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's
I thought you were talking about the age we met. My bad. Yeah, 12 years of knowing each other. Yeah, you're right. You're right, 12 years. You're talking about the age we met.
it literally felt like I was jumping on a moving train, like jumping in the band with them, like a speeding bullet. Like it was dope though. I wouldn't want it any other way. Like I love being thrown in the fire like that and figure it out or sink or swim type shit,
I mean, rather than you jumping on a train, you jumped on a boat that, calm, rough waters. I don't think we're going through really rough waters at all.
No, I didn't mean it like that. Or
No,
anything. I just meant like y'all are just full speed
aware of
ahead.
each other.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you're jumping in a boat that's like they're aware of each other versus everybody's just like, I don't know what the fuck we're doing. But we gotta go there. You know what I mean? It's a different level of fucking sailing.
Are we north? Are we south?
Word.
Where are we?
Motherfucker can't even read a compass versus the motherfucker that understands the true north.
Hey, but you understood it fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think we definitely clicked.
You got them sails up quick as fuck.
Yeah.
Gliding with us.
I just didn't want to let y'all down, honestly. Because I was like, I can't fuck this up.
Shit, bro, we wouldn't have let you let us down, if that makes sense, in like the most positive way.
No, I get it.
Like, even if you were even if something wasn't right, we'd just be like, do it again.
No, I realized that when I was just
Because we fuck with
learning
you.
learning with Dylan.
It's
Just
deeper
had,
than just like
yeah.
We keep you around because we fuck with you.
Of course.
Like that should be
As
like
the
where
band
it's
manager.
all. pretty much like
No, it's been great, guys. Honestly, it's been really dope.
because you're so willing. I wanted to say because you're so willing and you're willing to just take this process of me learning to be a band leader, kind of.
I'm just trying to go with the flow. Because I like my first band, like that fell apart. It didn't. I'm not gonna say it fell apart. Everyone just kind of grew up and did other things, and it just kind of disbanded. It's just life, right?
It's life.
And then so now I'm in this one, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna take this pretty seriously. See how far we can fucking do this.
Bro, and the truth is too, without y'all and Jack, Ethan, and then soon to be Kat, the experience of the show is nowhere near what it was without y'all.
A full band makes a difference.
Yeah,
I think.
y'all bring such a fucking experience because y'all are all so crazy at what y'all do.
There's
that,
varying factors.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just also I don't know. It's boom. It's damn. Compared to the record versus live, the way that they're done separately is insane.
I would love to do a tiny desk thing in the studio sometime.
Same, bro.
Can we please do that?
Yeah, we
Okay,
need to
okay, yeah.
We've been talking about it for a minute, so we need to do it.
Okay, let's do
It's
that.
time.
Yeah, we could do the set that we have now and just.
Yeah.
I'm gonna film the next practice we do and just to have a little dry run of it.
Bet.
You know what I mean?
For sure. Bro, I need to practice slow it down more because the way I did that on the record, it just kills my voice doing it live. I gotta find the right pocket. That's I guess what I'm saying is the key difference in between the record and the live is that it's not that I can't hit those tonalities. It's just difficult hitting them after 6 other songs of every other.
Yeah, and you're breathing.
Oh
You're trying to catch your breath.
Yeah, exactly.
It's literally the least amount of breaths that you take in a verse. Actually, I was just counting it out by a bar. You know how many openings you have to take.
Yeah, right next to the show must go on too.
Yeah.
Slow It Down is one of the funnest ones to play, though. I think.
Yeah.
That's
High
just
energy.
live.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get that one released. That was gonna go crazy.
Yeah. A lot of dope music, dude. I'm truly impressed. It trips me out, dude.
I know you were saying you had like some questions you wanted to ask us while we're in the garage. Like, what were some of those? If you like, recall?
Oh man, I
You
mean,
were talking about live or music wise, you know.
it's interesting because it's like I feel like you guys have answered certain questions of mine without even me having to ask it.
Fire.
Yeah, it just, and I've already heard certain joints that Nick has played just in just us chilling. But damn, man, I mean, I guess the only question I could ask just off top, freestyling wise, would be like the next song that you want the world to hear, that you know that it's gonna change the trajectory of you guys' lives, and you know for a fact
for you.
it's a fucking banger.
Yeah.
What's the name of that song?
I think I know what it is.
What's the name of that song?
I don't know.
What do you think it is?
I don't know.
It's
hold
a
on.
hard- it's
Let's
a hard
let
question.
Connor answer last. What do you think it is?
Don't look at him.
I feel like I know what both y'all's answers are about to be, but I gotta hear them.
Because you don't want to say it first.
I don't want to influence you.
No, it ain't about that.
Give your
It's
honest
just your
opinion.
own
Yeah.
right,
independent thought.
The song Young. The song Young.
Young is great.
Because the fact that we changed up the lyric and it's not cussing anymore,
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Definitely radio play friendly.
you know, and it can even be a memorial
Yeah.
Truth.
That is one of my favorite ones.
at the Grammys.
I think the one that's gonna like pop you off though, like commercially, is Bad Guy.
Bro, I knew you were gonna say that.
it's-
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
It's structured lyrically to where it's a pop punk song, lyrically, but it's got the just the full structure of acoustic to just the dynamic of it.
Yeah,
is
bro.
is what gets me every time. I'm like, what the fuck? Every time, like you start here and just go, it's a ride every time. And I really think that one's gonna be the one that kind of pops you.
Man, I could really feel that. Because he was saying that too for a while, and so was my girl. And so I was like, oh, man, yeah. It's like, I know, guys. I was like, that's why I need to put that one. Like, that's a part of the 5 for the EP short film, because the 5 songs are all very, like, dramatic and cinematic as fuck. So they all need to go together.
When I listen to Bad Guy, I can picture it live.
Bro, like, with, like a whole fucking
The whole thing.
symphony and, like,
Everything.
all that shit.
Yeah,
Like,
I picture it live in concert, and not a lot of songs bring me to that place when I listen to it. That's why I'm like, damn, this is that one that's like, you could build this up to like a huge like finale song set list type thing, like, and it just pops off at the end, and I don't know, man. I think that's the one, honestly.
Okay.
I'm at a loss of words now, but
See, I'm
it's a
torn
ballad.
between like, yeah, like a ballad, yeah, like because like I feel like for that side of my musicality, it's either gonna be Bad Guy or Mirror. Once Mirror's complete,
Mirror's great too.
because it's incomplete right now. I still need like a solo and like some other layers and stuff to it. But for that side of musicality, I think it's gonna be that. For my other side, it's hard to say also because I feel like it could be this track Don't Go for like the fall, like winter vibe. But then for like the summer vibe, I almost feel like it could be Fatal Attraction or Company with my boy 64 Panda for like vibe wise, for just like what you could do while listening to that song.
You're right. See, that's
Like,
I forgot about Company too.
because like it's not that Company necessarily is my strongest song that I have.
It's a jam though.
But it's a jam. Like, it's one of those songs you could just throw on while, like, you're on a boat.
Exactly.
You're fishing, you're running on the beach, you're climbing, you're dancing, you're... Yeah.
While you're doing something else. And that's kind of how I judge music, is can I listen to it while I'm doing something else? But can it be background noise to me?
Exactly.
If it passes the background noise test, it's a dope song.
And it's not that it takes away from how the song is.
No.
By saying it's a background.
It fits,
But
is
yeah,
what I'm
exactly.
saying.
It
No,
just,
if
like,
it's
goes.
the mood that
Yeah.
you want to be in,
Right.
while you're doing whatever you're doing.
Because sometimes you
Exactly.
don't want to think too much and just have some shit going.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
I want to make an instrumental guitar track that can fit as background music for gaming.
That's sick.
Like for streamers to just like have that in their playlist. Actually,
That's dope, dude. The backtrack, like if you go on YouTube, the backtrack market is like so vast. There's so many backtracks on there, dude. Like I'll get on there sometimes and just jam a backtrack.
Yeah, and varying keys. Yeah.
Yeah, and in different keys and different like styles and shit. As a guitar player, that's like a cheat code.
But I just have this pride like built up in me. I want the instrumental. I want the instrumental record to, I guess, be me doing all the instruments, actually.
I feel that.
Or at least like put together by me. You know, I can have Ethan on the drum kit at least. I mean, come on, he's a good player.
That's right. I lack every time is the drums.
Ethan's crazy on them damn drums.
He's so damn good. Dude.
Or how I can
crazy on them fucking drums.
I can even bring in every single drummer that I jam with in every single garage. You know, oh my god.
There's a
It's
few.
not that they're not great in their own right, but Ethan's just a different breed.
Exactly. There's a few drummers I've been around. Like in my first band, Nick LaFuente, he was an exceptional drummer, and now Ethan, I've been around. Those are two drummers where I've been like, wow, y'all are like talented. You can play any genre, any speed. Like I don't know, it trips me out. Fluidly too, yeah.
Not even like a second thought. Like let me hear it for 30 seconds. Okay.
And he'll end it on that beat too.
Yeah, like every time
it
it's
trips
like,
me
oh
out.
shit, like go crazy, king. Like fuck, or queen, because women are good too. Just haven't personally met a lady drummer.
shout out to Sunfire TV. She's a great drummer.
What's a new artist y'all listen to lately? Or like today, what's somebody y'all listen to? We'll wrap it up with this. What's somebody y'all listen to?
Honestly, bro, I just throw on the Spotify DJ AI and just let that shit go.
Okay.
So like sometimes I don't even know who the artist is, but
Just the vibe.
it's a vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How about you, man? What you been listening to lately? I know you got something eclectic in the pocket.
I kind of bounce around between like different pockets of music. I would say the most recent joint I've listened to that I kind of have on repeat is an artist from New York, and it's like a duo. So they're called Thought Twat.
Okay.
Dude.
And
Okay.
and the song is called Envy.
Okay.
But it's just the beat, the
I'm sure
cadence.
it goes crazy. I've never heard
it. Goes retarded.
I'm not going to judge it off their name.
It goes.
Like,
Hey yo, when I saw the name, I was like, "Thought Twat? This sounds retarded as hell."
Yeah,
But I saw the
I'm
visual
judging.
before I read the name.
Wait on it.
I saw the visual before I read the name, and I was like, "Oh, this is hard as hell." Then I looked at the shit, and I was like, "What? Oh, they are tripping." But fuck it, this shit sounds hard. Thought Twat Envy. So I've been bumping that, and that's some shit that I listen to when I drive specifically. It's definitely like a driving above the speed limit type song. I'll definitely put it in the sleepers.
I'm gonna have to listen to that one.
Mind you, I'm not a big fan of the rest of their shit, in my opinion, but that's just something that I've been listening to. I was like, all right, this is cool.
All right. What about you, Dylan? What have you been listening to lately?
I was just looking through my playlist. I listen to nothing but old school established rock music. Maybe King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard. Maybe Mammoth VH, but those guys have already been around for so fucking long.
Yeah.
Artist that's on my playlist, I'm consistently listening to while gaming. I'll just say it's Stay Barry. I mean,
Yeah, facts. I listen to some Stay Barry for sure.
All right, let me ask you guys a question. We all make playlists here, right? Yep. What was the last song that you saved to the last playlist that you have? Go.
straight up honest.
Go.
Okay.
Last playlist that
Honestly,
you created.
It's
the
one of
last
Connor's
playlist you
songs.
created. The last song that you added
Need
to
to
that
Know
shit.
by Doja Cat.
Okay, cool.
The last playlist I made was the set list for the show.
What was the last?
And then
okay,
the
what
song
was the
before
last
that?
song that you made that you put onto that playlist?
Nothing with
The
Connor
most
Gibbons.
recent one.
Yeah.
Oh damn, that's hard.
But the one before I Need to Know was Stay Barry though. No Love in This Club.
Cool.
I put on I feel so shitty adding this. I'm talking to this girl right now, and she told me to add songs to a fucking playlist.
Hey man.
And I put on this artist This is Ichika Nito. I think
Okay.
I mentioned him before.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, I decided to just put his
Nice.
solo guitar content.
Yeah, I have heard of that. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
She must be fired if she inspired that.
She hasn't deleted a single fucking song so far, so I don't even know if she listened to it yet. Fuck it.
It's awesome.
Oh, you made it for her.
Yeah, we're sharing a playlist.
You know what I'm saying, though?
We're sharing it. Yeah.
Sharing
That's even deeper.
playlists.
Exactly.
Okay, for sure.
Like, I'm trying to get to this point, but I'm not there yet.
You working on it, bro. That's all that matters. Just keep chugging ahead, bro.
I need to keep strumming at it.
Oh, man. Yo.
All right, well, this has been another episode.
What's up with that podcast?
Y'all be you, we're gonna be us later.